Are you single?
I am single. I have a couple of boyfriends. I hope they're not watching. Maybe like 4 or 5. So I guess I'm single. I am single. Yeah.
I mean, but what's it like dating 5 people at the same time?
It's just like juggling.
Are you sleeping with all 5 of them?
Some of them, not all of them. And I will never sleep with them like on the first date or the second date, so I make them wait. But yeah, there's only 1, 2 that I'm banging. The rest of them are just there for funsies.
Why not all? What's the deciding factor between whether you give it up or not?
Well, there's different guys for different situations. Some guys, I just want to go to... I forgot that I'm recording this. There's different purposes for different tools. So I tell everybody that I'm celibate, but I'm not. Honestly, the one that I'm fucking, never gonna get in a relationship with him. He doesn't have the job, the finances, none of that.
So why even open yourself up to a guy like that?
Great dick.
And the sad part of that whole thing is she'll end up pregnant by that same guy that she said has the good dick, but ain't shit. Then turn around and look for some white knight to come along and save her from all of her bad decisions. This is why I say, fellas, you need to focus on yourselves. Because the more you don't do that, the more those women are in your radar. Those women shouldn't even be in your proximity. Honestly, they wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for men that's willing to just sleep with them just because they got a pretty face. This is wild, and this is happening in every community. I say, fellas, we really need to start coming together and teach these young men to start thinking before they take their dick out, put it in anything.
How much does a man have to make to date you?
How much does he have to what?
Make to date you?
How much he has to make? I mean, first of all, he gotta be rich as fuck like Elon Musk. Like
how much?
Like Elon Musk.
You think a guy who's rich like Elon Musk is going for you though?
Elon Musk would eat this pussy all night. You know, 80 years old or 8 years old, he wanna eat this pussy. It's like,
What makes you think he'd be interested in you?
What makes you think he'd be interested in me? I mean, first of all, I'm so sexy. You know, like, I'm very natural. Like, I ain't no, like, you know, hood bitch. Ain't no street bitch. Ain't no airplane bitch. Ain't no one-of-a-kind bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't like that.
So what kind of girl are you then?
What kind of girl am I? Like, yeah. I'm super fun. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so adventurous. I'm just kidding. I'm really just a bad bitch and I don't give a fuck about nobody. Okay. I don't give a fuck.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'5", but I can be taller, you know, if I stretch this pussy tall enough. You know what I mean?
So I did a video the other day of a 58-year-old woman that was saying that the only men that can date her are men that were whales, meaning she wanted a man that was making millions of dollars a year. She said it, multi-millionaire. What's the difference between that 58-year-old woman and this 20-something-year-old young woman that we see in the video? Absolutely nothing. So I don't want to hear in the comment section talking about, oh, she's young. When women get older, they don't talk like this. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And it's only getting worse every day. This is more and more of that same bullshit that y'all try to feed us and try to tell us, hey, it doesn't really exist. Women of all age brackets today are talking the same. They sound completely different than grandmothers in the past and even young women in the past. This is outrageous.
Is it just me, or you be talking to somebody or even dating somebody, right? And be so in love, like just love this motherfucker. See absolutely no wrong in them, just love them. Then one day you're just like, I don't like you no more. We could be having a good day. And I just be like, I don't like you no more. I don't like the person you are. I don't like the way you move. I don't like the way you think. I just don't like you. So I want to leave. Just like that, like I want to go. I don't want to talk anymore. Is that just me?
Unfortunately, young lady, it's not just you. You come in all different shapes, sizes, ages. It doesn't matter. This is why so many of y'all are single. This is why you would have a woman in a relationship for 10 to 15 years and just get bored. And because she's bored, she'll just leave her whole family, kids and all. She doesn't care of the damage and destruction that she's causing because she turned around and said, I just don't like you anymore. You're boring. I need something else. Then she hits the streets and realizes there's nothing else out there. And then guess what? Usually, most women statistically do not end up bouncing back. But fellas, the good part about that is that statistics show that you may go through the funk at first if it's through court or just straight up depression. But men typically bounce back in the future. So just stay strong, because just know that these modern women, they exist, and they come in many different shapes, forms, colors, and all. You just have to be very mindful of the women that you pick. If a woman does not have family values and she does not care for family as much as you may, or if she didn't even grow up with a father, be very careful of that woman that you choose to procreate with, because they change their mind like they change their socks.
You'd be surprised how literally men that are 40 years old, they still don't know what they want. They're still not ready to commit.
I don't think it's about not knowing what they want and not ready to commit. I think it's that you're going to come to a crossroads and understand the pros and cons to a relationship or a marriage. And you have to weigh the options, like, does it benefit me or does it not benefit me?
Clearly doesn't benefit a bunch of them because they can get anyone they want anytime.
And it's not about that, because that doesn't determine if they get women or don't get women.
What is
Did
it
you get what I'm
about?
saying? We're talking about strictly, is there a benefit to me getting married at all?
Do you think men think there's no benefit to being married?
A lot of them, it's actually worse if they get married. It's like a huge risk.
Why?
For the woman, she has the opportunity to get the kids automatically. She gets to have half of his earnings without having to earn what he earned or hustle what he hustled. They have the opportunity to be able to get alimony. They have the opportunity to own assets that they didn't work for. So what does this man benefit for if it doesn't work out? He actually loses. It's a valid reason to say,
This is Brandon's room. He's 14, and this is his room. He don't know how to get up and clean up. He has everything that a child could ask for, but this is his fucking room. This is what he chooses to lay in. This is his uniform. He's been sleeping all day, and this is his fucking bedroom. Can you believe this? Look at this. This is disgusting. Let's see. Oh, Jesus, my bad. Didn't mean to step in the dominoes. Sorry. Oh, is that a slice of pizza on your bed under a pair of pants? Cool. Yeah, okay. Great. Let's put that on your Instagram, Mr. Cool.
Unfortunately, Mom, you know that his room didn't just turn that way overnight. It's been like that for years. That kid obviously has no structure and no guidance. I could almost guarantee that there's no strong male figure in his life. But you choose to come online, not only just show his room, but show his face. And this is the problem on how y'all just mess with the male psyche when there's no strong men around. Y'all tend to now embarrass even your sons. And then you wonder why women today have a very slim picking to what y'all say in the men that is out there and available to choose. This has been happening to men for ages, where women embarrass their sons, put them out there in the world, and then expect them to be productive men. Most men suffer with some type of mental illness or some form of depression because of the hurt they received from their mothers. This is crazy. You should have never went to Instagram with this. You should have took this and brought your son to a therapist and really got him the help that he needed. But except no. Now millions of people get to see your son be embarrassed. I had to call this out because this is straight bullshit.
Jesus Christ.
Here are the 6 Japanese techniques to overcome laziness. Number 1, Ikigai. Discover your purpose in life. Find something that makes you want to wake up each day because your purpose fuels you. Number 2, Kaizen. Focus on small improvements each day instead of trying to do everything at once. Number 3, the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes without distractions. Take a break for 5 minutes and then repeat. It's a great way to get more done in less time. Number 4, Hara Hachibu. Don't stuff yourself with food. When you're 80% full, stop eating. This will increase your energy. Number 5, Shoshin. Approach every task like a beginner, with the same curiosity as if you were doing it for the first time. Number 6, Wabi-sabi. Embrace imperfection instead of stressing over every little detail. Taking action is better than waiting for perfection, because it is often unattainable.
Lord knows after that last video, I had to come at a positive angle for you men. Statistics are now showing that men are underperforming the younger and younger they're becoming. They're watching TV more, playing video games. They're not really out there in the world as they used to be. And there's a reason for that. I personally believe that when we felt like there were hope for families, when we felt like we had to go out there and build for our women, it gave us more, umph to go out there and do something. Now, with the women saying that they don't need you and the online community pushing this rhetoric that women are better than men in every facet, it's making men become more and more lazy. But here's the thing. We need men to continue to build. The only reason why we have AC, heat, the reason why we have the roads to drive on, the buildings to sit in, the houses that we own, the cars to drive, you name it. The whole infrastructure of the world is built and maintained by men. So we need the next generation of men to continue what your forefathers started. From every community, whether you're Black, Asian, Hispanic, it doesn't matter, white, we need every facet of man to continue to build, regardless of a woman saying she needs the white collar sitting behind the desk man. It doesn't matter. Men of every facet need to be out there and be productive. Don't do it for the women. Do it for your community. Do it for the world. Get out there, get off your ass, stop playing video games, do that on your pastime, but go out in the world during your regular scheduled business hours, be productive. Anyways, had to create this video for y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay in tune. I'll see y'all on the next one.